Welcome to Circuits Analytica. In this video, we will discuss switch level modeling of a CMOS inverter in Verilog HDL. This is the diagram of a CMOS inverter. On the right hand side of the screen, we can see the internal diagram. On the left side of the screen, we can see external view of the CMOS inverter. Here, module of the CMOS inverter is named as G_CMOS_INV with two ports, X as the input port and Z as the output port. Coming to the internal view, PMOS transistor P1 is connected between supply and output, while NMOS transistor T2 is connected between output and ground. Input X is connected to the gate of the PMOS and NMOS transistors. Whenever input signal X is equal to 1, transistor T2 is turned on, connecting output to ground, so output Z is equal to 0, and whenever X is equal to 0, PMOS transistor T1 is turned on and NMOS transistor T2 is turned off. As PMOS transistor T1 is turned on, output Z is connected to supply voltage. Z is equal to logic 1. CMOS inverter is the simplest form of logic gate with one input and one output. Input is denoted as X and output is denoted as Z. In a CMOS inverter, there are two MOS transistors, one PMOS transistor and one NMOS transistor. PMOS transistor is connected between output Z and VDD, while the NMOS transistor is connected between output Z and ground. Now let us analyze the Verilog HDL code for a CMOS inverter. The first line, module space G_CMOS_INV open bracket X, Z close bracket semicolon. In this line, G_CMOS_INV denotes that the module is named as G_CMOS_INV with ports X and Z. Second line specifies that X is the input port, and this line specifies that Z is the output port. In Verilog HDL, there are two keywords, supply 1 and supply 0. Supply 1 means logic at that point is equal to logic 1. Supply 0 means logic at that point is equal to ground. So the highlighted line mentions that VDD is an identifier which is used to identify supply 1. This line specifies that ground is a point to which supply 0 is connected. This is the instantiation of PMOS transistor labeled as T1. PMOS space T1 open bracket Z, VDD, X close bracket semicolon. This line instantiates a PMOS transistor labeled as T1. NMOS space T2 open bracket Z, GND, X close bracket semicolon specifies the instantiation of an NMOS transistor labeled as T2. Finally, the line N module denotes the end of the or completion of the module. We have completed the modeling of the circuit under consideration. Thanks for watching Circuits Analytica. Enjoy learning.